All right, this is morning 4 in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Hilary. I'm still trying to capture as much water as I can, so I'm getting up this is about 4:30. I checked the temperature. It's about a little over 85 degrees, charging up my headlamps, putting some soapy water on my damp head wrap to keep my temperature down as much as possible, getting these boots on, and then getting charged up with some nutrient-dense breakfast and green tea with cacao and stevia. It's my little kitchenette, all-weather, all-season tailgate kitchenette. And then this is my blend of not homegrown yet, but homemade, home-mixed trail mix that I eat for breakfast. It's sesame seeds, almonds, raisins, and pumpkin seeds. And that's cinnamon and ginger. And I've done very many different types of mixes, but this is the one I've settled on for the best effects for me personally. But I highly recommend buying in bulk, because I buy these in 25, 50 pound units. So after eating that, try to loosen up the raisin stickiness from the teeth. I'm doing a little bit of oil pulling, meaning swishing with, this is coconut oil, and while I'm doing that, I noticed, you can hear it, there's a sound of the fermentation of the raisin wine that caught my attention, and I had to take a look at it and see what was going on. Yeah, it wasn't threatening to explode, so I was happy, and just did my oil pulling, and very happy with these stainless steel tall and thick glass jars, usually used for things like pastas. And this is a bamboo toothbrush. After brushing my teeth and oil pulling, I'm going to have my green tea. That was a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, pinch I just dropped in to the already steeped sun green tea, and then a couple of heaping teaspoons of organic cacao powder, and then a little bit of liquid stevia. It's a natural plant-based sweetener. I've grown it before, and I will grow much more of it in the future, so I want to be totally independent. And it's possible to be independent with stevia, far more so than cacao, which is a lot more selective about the climates that it does well in. And then I'm gonna pull up the stainless steel tea ball, which, as long as I am mindful about where it's at, I don't mind it being in there, and just cycling through with it once a day seems to do fine, and doesn't fall apart like some of them tend to do, so very happy with that. I'll drink this jar of tea and usually do a little bit of stretching and some meditation, but I gotta beat the sun, get right to it. This is a tool that I made the night before, which is basically a pitchfork or manure fork with paracord, tying a kettle/teapot unit through the handle in a way that the action of dipping it into this rainwater catchment tarp lined pond system that I built. This is one of 2 that are complete, and there's maybe 3 or 4 more that have been dug out, but I need to get the liners for. But yeah, I designed this kind of rustic, crafty tool so that I would be sure not to be coming in at an angle that would have me just puncturing the tarp. So I'm able to get a full load, and I'm struggling to walk at a normal pace. I'm even struggling with the weight. I feel like I've been hit by a train, because I was borderline heat stroke last night, and I've been suffering extreme atrophy over the course of the heat waves of the summer. So to go from total atrophy and being bedridden for 22 hours a day for at least a month and a half, maybe more, to then finally having the flood sport game kick off with the best thing that ever happened to my homesteading reservoir rain catchment system, which was Tropical Storm Hilary. Now I have to get into full action mode and not die doing it. So I'm more tore up than I've ever been. I don't know what it feels like to be on the Ranger Ruck run, but I've heard things and it sounds similar the way it feels to be broken down and tore up